Welcome back to LBG Reviews. Now before we get started, I want to talk to you guys a little bit. What do you guys think of that retrospective video last week? That was a very experimental video. It seems to be doing really well in comparison to other things on my channel, but I would like your guys' feedback. Did you like the formatting? Are there ways you think I could improve it? Let me know. With that out of the way, please be sure to like and subscribe because I put a lot of effort into my content, and who knows where this journey could go, so please hit that subscribe button if you want to join in on the ride. So this week we're talking about Pikmin 2. Pikmin 2 takes place right after Pikmin 1, with Olimar coming back to his home planet, only to find out that the company that he works for has actually gotten extremely into debt because of his new co-worker named Louie. Louie had eaten a large shipment of golden pick carrots and had sent to the company, I think it's like 10,000 in-game dollars into debt. But Olimar had brought home a little treasure with him as a souvenir to show his children, but he dropped it when he found out that the company was in debt, and the new ship's computer automatically sucked it up to help pay off the debt, and that one artifact was worth $100. Seeing the potential for how much treasure could be left on the planet, the company's CEO sends Olimar and Louie down to the planet again to go gather up treasure and try to find ways to pay off the debt. Now, whereas in Pikmin 1, you had to complete the game in 30 days, otherwise you would die of a lack of oxygen. In Pikmin 2, there is no time limit, which that is my favorite thing about this game, as well as a game that we will eventually talk about, Pikmin 4. I understood the need to put urgency on getting off the planet in Pikmin 1, but the fact that we don't have to worry about completing the game in a certain amount of days in Pikmin 2, Pikmin 3, because I know in Pikmin 3 you have to get a certain amount of juice to be able to help feed the people on the planet that the new protagonists come from, and the amount of juice you collect is how many days you can survive. But the fact that there's no more strict day limit is one of my favorite things about how the Pikmin series progressed. Now, when you pay off your debt in Pikmin 2, you go back to your home planet. However, it's revealed that, Louie didn't come along. So, the CEO joins you on your journey to track down Louie and, in his eyes, to hopefully find more treasure so they can make more money. Pikmin 2 also sees the addition of a few new Pikmin types: purple Pikmin and white Pikmin. Pikmin 2 also sees the introduction of caves. The best way to explain Pikmin caves is to think of them like any other video game's dungeons, basically. Time moves really slowly while you're in a cave, so you can take your time, explore it thoroughly, find all the treasure that's in it, and then you move on to the next level until you reach the end. Now, what I will say about Pikmin 2 is the addition of the Pickapedia is really cool. To be able to learn about the various enemies, hear characters' thoughts on them, etc. That's really cool. That adds a lot of uniqueness to the game, in my opinion. Especially as you've beaten the game once or twice, because then you can use your Pickapedia from the past to help you figure out how to better or attack enemies and deal with situations in the future. Similar to Pikmin 1 on the Switch, Pikmin 2 doesn't really have any accessibility features. And all of my points from Pikmin 1 a few months back, that still stands. So at least in my experience, there's still no way to review the controls, and there are a lot of controls to go through with Pikmin 2. And in fact, there's an addition of a new control. Because since Louie and the CEO tag along in your journey, you can actually swap between characters, and that actually becomes very crucial throughout the game. Because while one character is doing one thing on one side of the map, another character can be working on another objective elsewhere in the map, and that is beneficial, but also I found myself accidentally swapping between captains relatively often. So unlike the Pikmin 1 video where I talked very briefly about the game and then let a lot of gameplay of Pikmin 1 play out. I'm not gonna do that this time because I respect you all. I want to keep these videos entertaining, and if they end up being short, so be it. But there are a few other things I want to talk about Pikmin as a whole. Throughout my time playing the Pikmin games, I've had a few experiences where I've been like, that really doesn't feel like it should work that way. Like, in Pikmin 4, there's this boss where you have to go around it and go to its tail in order to stun it so you can actually attack it. That to me did not make sense at first because it looked like his head was kind of like sheltered in, like his head was supposed to be the main weak point, and like the rest of him around him was going to be very armored and very strong, but instead it turned out to be his tail. But on the whole, I've really enjoyed the Pikmin games I've played, and I'm excited for potentially Pikmin 5 whenever it comes out. And with that out of the way, see you guys next week when we talk about Viewfinder. It's a game that I'd kind of shown off already on my channel with the retrospective video, because I used that for when I was talking about my Minecraft video. I would have footage from Viewfinder to keep something on the screen. So you know what? Let's talk about Viewfinder next week. That game was fun when I played it for that video, so let's play it again.
Objection!
This is LBG from the editing room. There are actually a few more points I'd like to touch on. When recording more gameplay footage, I discovered that you actually can review the controls by pressing minus. Also, I will leave a link to the video on Pikmin 1 in the description, as well as a link to a playlist for the Pikmin games.